Bro, give me like 5.
You gotta bring him on camera first. Be like,
I am dead.
You look.
Nando's sent him straight to the toilet.
Omar, bro.
Yeah, gonna sing another song for you. And next to me, we have Jack. Give me a line. Come on, sing. Go.
I didn't see you guys there. I was just getting some quick sparring. What are you man telling me? Obviously, JW in the flesh.
Yeah. Okay, we got Kamani. What's Kamani doing? We're just gonna pop in on Kamani. What's he doing?
I didn't see you guys there. I just putting on my headset.
You putting on his headset.
What is that? It looks like a bonnet. Oh, it's not even that. It's a flannel.
It just looks like something. It looks like a nun hat. And then we got Lamar. Lamar's coming in. Where you coming from, Lamar? And then we got Malik Kizzle. What you up to? Where is he?
Oh shit!
There's always one.
Wait, the isolations. Come on.
Isolation. And then we've got Nick sitting on the toilet. His name's D-Mac. D-Mac is on the toilet. Washing his hands.
He's so happy. Make sure you wash them hands, boy.
Yeah, no, 100, bro. Stop that.
Wash that, yeah.
COVID.
Happy birthday and all that with the washing the hands. You got to do. Remember what Boris says. Boris says we got to wash your hands. You know,
For at least 20 seconds.
30 seconds. And then we've got Ollie. Okay, I'll take them.
Music.
Yeah.
We back.
Oh,
That's very nice.
Lovely entrance. All right, cool people. Today, before we get into it, we're going to talk about the news of the day of the news, the news of the day, and the day of the news. What's happened this week? So with this week, well, first of all, before we even start off that, we are now on what episode are we on today, guys? Let's see if everyone's keeping up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess a 28.
25.
29, guys.
29.
29 episodes.
Yeah.
Bro, 29.
I'm 29, but I was muted all my days. I was 29. I said that, but I was muted.
29 episodes, guys. 29 episodes. All right, cool. 29 episodes deep. We've got Ice said he's going to come in on today, so we'll see if Ice comes in, and we're going to see if Kobe actually turns up today. I don't think Kobe's going to turn up, but we'll give him the benefit of doubt.
He will.
We'll give him benefit of doubt. Okay, cool. So let's talk about the first bit of news, and then we're going to pass it on. I'm going to pass it on to everyone to kind of like give their feedback. But before we do that, we'll talk about one of the big bits of news today. Oh, not today, this week. Did anyone hear about the Sainsbury's situation?
Yeah.
Of course.
Literally, that's mad, isn't it? The Sainsbury's situation. Anyone got anything to say about that situation? Anyone got any information before I start?
And the British public need to bake off them.
It's a great British Bake Off and bake. Yeah, that's what needs to do.
I mean, like, at this point, is anyone surprised now? Like,
No, I'm not. I'll be real.
Not really.
I'm surprised when it happens and they're not racist. Like,
True.
Nah, you know what it is. You know when I deep it, I remember a couple Christmases ago, I seen this Argos advert where they had the aliens on there, and I was just looking at this advert like, I'm not an alien, so how can I relate to this? And it absolutely ruined my day. I'm pissed.
So you understand where they're coming
So
from.
I see where they're coming from. Yeah.
You see where they're coming from. I understand. We should do that, you know. We should do that. We should do it now. Should we do it now? Should everyone even if you're against it, we should argue for their case and see where. Nah, I ain't gonna give them that benefit.
I would actually, you know what? I've been always wanted, because I feel like we all have a very similar mentality on here. I would love to get a racist on this show so badly. It'd be incredible.
It'd be amazing, innit? It'd be
It'd
amazing.
actually be amazing.
That'll be hard.
I have like a good conversation with him. And like, what made you decide to be born and be a prick? You know, the real nitty gritty questions.
I
That's a really important question. Like, what made you feel that but you know, you got to deep it. It actually rattled people. People got up this morning, or whatever morning it was when it came out.
I'm gonna pull up the comments.
They stood up. They put on the TV or the adverts or whatever, and then they saw that and they were like, I am angry. Black people in a Sainsbury's advert.
Enjoying Christmas as a family, not in my country.
Eating gravy.
That's my mash they're eating.
Oh, like.
And Chris and fucking
you know what I mean?
technically Christmas is a religious holiday, and they don't even come from this country. So I don't know why these people are always mad about it. 4/7, fam. They don't come from your country.
Facts.
You never made it. Why are you so mad? Why are you so mad?
It's just confusing though, bro. It's just in it, you know what I mean? Like it's mad confusing to know there's people out there that go, hey, your color, your skin infuriates me to see this. Like it makes me mad. Like I watch this, I'm looking at it and I'm angry. Like you do have to say to yourself, like, what's the big issue? Like what's your problem?
You know what? It's like the vast majority as well. It's not even like a minority. There's millions of people that has these like views and opinions. Like, crazy.
Yeah, what?
I was reading the tweets and I was getting so mad. I was thinking, wow, like serious. Like,
Do you know what it is? Well, I feel like people are scared of what they don't understand, and like if you're like from a random village in God knows where like the only diversity you have is your cow is black and white, like, and do you know what I mean? So when they start seeing what life looks like in like Birmingham and London and Manchester, they don't know how to deal with it because they're like, no, I ain't got Kwame in my area. I ain't got. Do you know what I mean? They don't know what to do. Like, so
Look, the people that are mad in these comments think Curry is British. Yeah, they're actually just the bottom of the barrel, fam. It just makes I read it and I'm at a point now where, like, of course it makes me angry when I see this, but it also equally makes me laugh because these people are like a next level of stupid. Like, they're actually bare thick when you see the stuff they say, bro. Absolute idiots, a lot of them, bro.
oh man.
There's like, let me throw it up. Let me just start. I'm not gonna give them the time of day when it comes to the like the comments. To be fair, I haven't seen any more comments. I don't know what's. Oh, my things are flickering.
I'm going through it now, and to be honest, a lot of it I'm seeing is like a lot of people retaliating to the comments. Like a lot of people mugging them off.
yeah, I'm in the group chat if you want to check that out. It's like a montage of all the hate comments.
Yeah, I seen an Insta post somewhere yesterday as well.
Someone's like swimming through wires right now or something.
Well, let me cancel this anyway because it's all my sharing screen's all like jittering up. Yeah, no, it's mad. In my personal opinion, it's great. You know what scared me more was the fact that YouTube, they had to turn off the YouTube. I was saying this to someone the other day. I think I was saying some of you lot, like the YouTube, they've actually turned off the YouTube so no one can see it.
You serious?
Well, like the advert isn't posted no more.
Yeah, the comments aren't there no more. They got rid of the comments.
Yeah, that's it. Come on, that's mad. Have you seen Speed on the same topic? I didn't see the advert or the final cut or whatever, but Tesco removed the black couple from their advert to like avoid outrage because it was like a day after one another. So they had a final cut in their advert of a black couple, and because of all the outrage of the Sainsbury's advert, obviously they've removed the black couple from the final cut. So it's just showing like all the white people pretty much.
Was it confirmed that was the reason? Because like, what if like they were just gonna take them out anyway because of time? You know how edits happen, and then it just the timing of it made it look like it was something mad, or do you think it was confirmed that? What do you think?
I think I don't think the timing could even matter, because seeing the outrage of that and seeing all the controversy it causes, if anything, you would aim to include them in the advert. By bringing them out there, whether it's like intentional or not, is pretty stupid from my point of view. So I think they had to have been included to like be like, hey, come to our supermarket. We're not the racist ones, innit? But if they've just done the opposite, people are gonna go to Tesco anyway. It's not like it would affect them.
I just think it's crazy that people can feel like that. Thank you for sharing the screen. I'm gonna share this one.
The gravy advert, bro. Like,
Yeah, this is crazy. Let's read.
it calls me in, bro.
Stop shopping at Sainsbury's. Go woke, go broke. Another reason to boycott Sainsbury's. Another one added to the banned list. Absolutely sickening. Not long ago, your ads were amazing, beautiful, staring even. Now, well, that's so like when you do it, all Africans do without Sainsbury's. Freaking hell!
I've just muted at Sainsbury's. Oh no, please, Linda, please come back. Stupid slag.
This doesn't represent me. I don't see myself in this at all. I can't relate. Shut up.
Watch till the end. There's a stabbing.
Oh my days!
You're so mad, bro. I swear. Fam.
The UK is 86% white.
Oh.
Yet 90% of the ads are aimed at BAME, showing either black or mixed face. May I ask why ads represent the majority, or has the ad world crept its woke pants? Cracked its woke pants. Yeah, sorry. I'm just looking. Wow. Looks like an Audi Christmas. Are they trying to say that we're carrots?
I don't know. I think they're trying to say like they're gonna shop at Audi for Christmas, but then they did the thing with carrots, so I don't know.
They're so sad. Susan, you're sad. Vito, you're sad. Your name is sad. You're called Vito. You should shut up. That's your name.
No.
Pissed off about what all the Africans do without Sainsbury's. Shut up, Vito. You look like you need more than Sainsbury's to fix what you're looking like. Put your hands on, who puts their profile, them grabbing their glasses? Idiot.
Ollie can relate, man.
Oh man, no, these comments are wild.
Archibald Haddock.
So if you go on Twitter, yeah, and you see a Union Jack in their username,
It's done. It's finished. You know.
you know what you're getting.
You already know. You already know.
Word. It's true, man.
You expect this stuff. Union Jack Twitter is the worst.
You know what? It's these same people come up with these percentages. 86% are white. Yes, you're right. So why was you so scared with Brexit?
Thank you.
Why were you so scared? Why would you take our country back if you've established 86% is white? Yes, somehow people were like, we need to get our country back. This ain't America. I can give America a blight. There's a load of Mexicans in that country. There's a lot of black people in that country. I can give you a blight when 3/4 of the country is made up of ethnic minorities. This country doesn't even get to 3/4. What are they so scared about? I don't get this country. This country confuses me. We are all from this country. We are British. If they go down the ancestry pipeline, they'll find out they're German anyway.
Yeah, no one's actually.
It's actually so true. It's actually
no one's
so
British.
So they need to shut up. They got conquered as well. They're foreigners as well. Freaking screaming foreigners and everything. You're a foreigner yourself.
Oh, do you know what? Do you know what everyone should watch? There's a show on Netflix about the Brexit. About what happened with Brexit, innit? It's got what's his name? Doctor Strange, Benedict.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Basically,
I know what you're talking about.
yeah. It's and it shows like how they like basically played on people's emotions. That didn't.
Cambridge Analytica.
Yeah.
I know.
Mad,
It's not
man.
hard, bro. It's not hard to do. That's why. So, like in Trump's world, what he did how he won the last vote before he lost this one, is what they found out when they realized no black people were voting for him, but they were voting for Hillary. How they made them not vote at all was by saying Hillary about the free strike rule, all that stuff, bringing that up, what Hillary said when Hillary called them predators and stuff like that. So it just made black people not vote. That's when they found by doing that it stopped, and that's what they did with the Brexit thing. I mean, they scared people into this world that it doesn't exist, only for us to realize actually now we're going to commit international, break international law just to try and get some sort of deal. Do you know what I mean? We're going against. I don't know. It's dumb, but yeah. Sorry, Fred Chapman. 46. Disgraceful, disgusting, shocking. You're in a picture. I'm not going to do it. Okay.
No, listen.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, these are the people that basically decided. Should we watch it? Should we infuriate them a little bit more? Let's infuriate
Yes.
them a little bit more.
Yes.
Yeah, man, let's watch it, bro.
Let's watch it. Let's put it on. Let's
Gravy.
upset them more. It pissed them off. They turned the comments off on this as well. That jarred me. That was
They
like,
turned the comments off.
yeah, nothing else, but they turned the comment on this one off. It must, because I said it before. YouTube is the equivalent. YouTube's comments is the equivalent of Twitter. When you see the things that people say in YouTube comments, if you think
It's a
Facebook,
war
is bad,
zone.
wow.
Yeah, YouTube comments are bad.
Wait, sorry, I just realized you can't hear it, can you guys?
No.
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 Cool, let me just make sure you can hear it, and then we get straight into today's topic.
Hey.
Hey, it's me.
Oh, hey, love.
How are you? How's mum?
Yeah, well, we're fine. We're all good. We're good.
I'm getting so excited for Christmas.
Christmas! I just really hope I can see you, lot.
Me too. I cannot stop thinking about mum's roasties.
Whoa. What about my gravy?
What about your gravy?
Hey, you, what's going down?
Dad, not the song.
Gravy boat, coming in town. The sun of the ocean, just take a sip.
Dad,
It's filled with scrummy and saucy bits.
how does mum put up with you? Your gravy is pretty good, to be fair, and I just really want to be home for it.
So my gravy is the best.
Dad.
Honey, she says my gravy is the best. Honey.
You deep. The more I watch that made people mad.
Bro,
How?
That made people mad.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
not every black family is even like that, fam. I'll be so real.
True say.
Not like they're not every black family's like that around Christmas.
Do you know how racist you have to be for happiness to make you angry?
Do you know what I mean?
I'm gonna say, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, deep like this year, they're seeing a black family happy, they're winning everything.
I'm trying to think.
And
I
it's just
thought they
like,
did
bro.
something like culturally so different, innit? I didn't even see the advert yet. I just seen like a little clip on photos of the advert. I didn't even see it until now. But they're mad. They did the exact same thing that they're doing.
It's not like they were
same old shit Christmas dinner with dry
Exactly.
turkey. It's still got dead gravy.
It's not like they were showing them serving okra and panda jam and plantain.
Yeah, words, bro.
Do you know what I mean?
It's true, though.
It's actually the same thing.
Roast potatoes and gravy, and they still got mad.
I can't even 100% fully relate to that, bro.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah, bro, man.
Because Christmas Day dinner is just like a ultimate Sunday dinner for me. Because I
Yeah.
don't really like
Yeah,
that
word.
turkey and stuff like that.
No, Sunday dinner's the deadest dinner, man.
It is. It is.
For real, I hate it.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting.
I love
You
Christmas.
British people.
I love Christmas dinner, but I don't get what was so wrong with that. Like, it's literally what Ezel just said, isn't it?
Do you know what? Yeah, if seeing as all of us were like, oh yeah, we don't really get the advert, but we like it. If we all join their side, because they're so racist, they will stop hating the advert and support that advert.
I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're
If we
I should be like,
Yeah, I
this
hear that, I
doesn't
hear that.
represent me. It has
Do
the
you know what I
love
mean?
price to my Christmas.
Reverse psychology, bro.
just confuse them. Just confuse them.
You know, rice and peas.
Who has
That
a
would
gravy?
really work.
They see no rice and peas,
I
no
have
jerk.
tomato sauce, chili, shito, kenke.
Hey,
That's what I have. What's
get
this?
them again.
I'm confused. Freaking hell. It was gravy. Freaking hell. It was gravy.
Yeah, nah, it's mad, you know.
And Brussels sprouts, you know. Oh my god.
That's the worst,
Taking off over the worst cuisine on the planet.
worst thing ever, man. Ever
God
invented.
forbid they
Nah.
ever fufu in it.
Yo, we would have got
Riots.
roasted.
I got
Riots,
roasted,
bro.
fam.
We would have got buried, fam.
People
We
would
would have got.
They were
The more I think about it, they can
The memes
relate.
would have been for the roof.
But no, come on, I know what you're gonna say is true. They can relate to that more
No.
than we could have.
The more I think about it, yeah.
Yeah, for real.
All of us here ethnically, the stuff that we really have
Alright.
our thingy, our Christmas dinners, all of us here from ethnic backgrounds, those people that were complaining could probably relate to them more than we could have. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
they
for
were
real. Like.
so mad, and it proves what makes it worse is when you watch that is it makes it that you weren't mad about the food, you weren't even mad by the way they put it together. That's exactly how any traditional British family puts it together. You were really mad about the fact that they were black.
Yeah, that's
They
it.
got they got to sit back and go, yo, like think about it, like they were even the clothes they were wearing. Come on, if you've ever been to an ethnic family's, especially a black family's,
Yeah.
who wears Christmas jumpers other than
Yeah, even the little hats and that, man. Like.
Like,
Man, it's cool. What that the little Christmas lunch you used to get in school and that. You think I'm putting my hat on, bro? I lie.
Yeah, them Christmas hats, bro. I love it, bro. You only used to pop, we only used to pop them Christmas crackers, and that was it, man.
the Christmas jumpers, though. I remember when Kobe put on the onesie Christmas thing.
Let's stop there.
It was funny. I love.
Hey, let's stop there. Because it runs deeper than what you're gonna say. But let's
No,
stop.
but it was funny. It was funny because it was like, yeah, I don't do this. I was like, it looked fun. So what I was seeing, like, even laying on.
So, guys, Omar just said it looks fun. So this year, I want to see you in a
Dude,
Christmas
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, it was, bro.
I'm
I
doing
don't
it.
ever want to see all my
You know what,
ones.
guys? Everyone make a Sainsbury's advert this year. Everyone make an Instagram Sainsbury's advert. Pull it
that's
on.
a good idea.
And then,
That's
and
a
then,
good
and then
idea.
film it, say like, this is a real black person's thing. Walk into the kitchen and get, hey, get out, and your mom's like, get out. That's real Christmas. Do you know what I mean? You not getting dinner till 10 o'clock. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my
Hey,
God.
bro.
When man are doing Christmas dinner at 2 p.m., I'm thinking,
I'm so hungry.
Yeah, fam. That's breakfast.
breakfast.
Oh God, that's breakfast. Oh my
Facts.
God.
I've but are you mad? 2 p.m. You're eating food.
Yeah.
I'd wake up at 2 p.m. on Christmas Day, fam.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Wake up.
You're going
Wake
to your
up
mum.
and
I remember
ask
my mum, can I open my present? She went, no, not till Boxing Day.
Because realistically, if you have a big family, yeah, you know you have to wait until you either go
Everyone
to their
gets
house
there.
or
Yeah.
everyone gets to your house.
Yeah, and you know when you got the
you're not-
presents at your auntie's house.
And this is the thing, you're not opening it until you finish eating. And then
Yeah,
everyone comes in one room and opens it. It's
Well,
long.
it's like late.
Has your
Yeah,
parents,
like 10 o'clock.
Yep.
you know, I don't understand them families that are like, Jay, you can open the presents at 12 o'clock. Christmas Eve. 12 o'clock, you can open the presents. That's always going to be bashful.
Never.
I remember one year,
I can't
I remember one year, what do you call it?
Yeah, well, I did.
Literally, my parents' family literally said, my mom was like, yeah, we're not doing it this year. Yeah, you everyone wrap your own presents. I was like, hey.
Listen, in this
I
household,
paid for it, did I not? I paid for it, did I not? That's as far as you wrap your own presents. So I paid for it. Well, I now got to labor as well. I looked at my mum like, really?
fam, I respect that, fam, because this, I'm not gonna lie, probably 5 years ago, when obviously I was getting enough money, like, and whatnot. So 5 years ago, 5, 6 years ago, I just buy your own present. Listen, my mum started a trend, fam. Buying her own present, putting it under the tree, wrapping it to mum, oh mum, bro, I'm dead. Oh, who got me this? Who got me this 2 months from mum. Now. Ever since then, I do it every single year. 2 Malachi from Malachi.
I heard
Bro.
it.
I'm not gonna lie. I said to myself this year, I'm buying myself a Christmas present.
Make myself
I,
feel
didn't-
nice.
I wasn't thinking all of that though.
No, I'm doing it. Right.
I've done it when I was young. I did it when I was
Make yourself feel great. Are you silly? Everyone knows. Yeah. The less presents you get.
Is it all, every year? Every year does a Christmas tree go up?
Bro, that Christmas tree goes up later and later every year.
Oh my days! I think last year we put up on like Christmas Eve or something. I can't even
Last
remember.
year was
All my friends who are fully hardcore British, whether you're black, white, or Asian, but you're hardcore British, putting up your presents at the beginning of December, you're good.
First of December.
You're good.
I'm only starting to see like full on present until like the 23rd, 24th.
Listen,
Oh,
sometimes
For
I
real,
remember
bro.
one time the Christmas tree didn't come up until 24th.
Oh,
And please believe the Christmas tree did not go out down until the end of January.
Them ones there when you can't be asked to take it down. I know someone who has their Christmas decorations up from time ago, bro. The decorations haven't come down, fam.
It doesn't come down until a couple months, bro.
Word, fam. The design's part of their room now.
My mom's just there like, I don't want to take it down because you know when you can't be on. She's like, I'm like, Mum, you gonna take it down? Yeah, today. Yeah. Let's give it another week. Yeah, we'll do it on Friday. It just ends up being.
When the lights keep getting turned on, fam, the street's still up, but the lights are still on. Like it's not Christmas, bro.
Christmas done.
Yeah, no, I'm doing. I think we should all do it. Just rattle them a little bit more. Do our own Sainsbury's advert on Christmas. I'm gonna do it on Christmas Day just to piss them off. I'm gonna have gravy as well.
Hey, Twitter will be screaming.
I'm like, you know, right next to the gravy, I'm gonna have peri sauce right there.
Yeah, do it.
When it's start from Uncle Ben's rice on the table. Bro.
Oh yeah, Uncle Ben's rice. Just pull it.
I'm about to say them man to stop using Uncle Ben's rice as well and Tilda rice. Tilda rice, Uncle Ben's rice. Tell them man to stop. I don't even know what they should use.
Microwave rice, do it yourself. It's not
They
hard.
love to talk about Chinese curry.
But that is my
Caribbean food.
bro. Their favorite cuisine is not even theirs, fam.
True.
Oh yeah, I'll get a Chinese. Yeah, right.
This country's best food is a potato. That's all they have. They have a potato and the variation.
Bangers and mash.
Bangers and mash, like what's that, bro? Like?
Bro,
I know, Tony, I didn't even know this. You know, fish and chips ain't even British. I didn't even know.
I heard about it.
Apparently, it's Greek.
No
or whatever.
way.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
apparently
It's not
it's Greek.
British.
Fish and chips is not British, bro. It's not ours. It's Greek.
Yeah, that man can stay there with their sausage and mashed potatoes, fam.
But we have bangers and mash.
No, Lamar, you mean it's not theirs, bro. Remember, we're not from Britain. Fam. It's not theirs. We're not British, bro. We're not British.
One thing though, I have to big up, which is I can't lie, one of my favorite meals. I love a full English breakfast. I can't lie. If I wake up, I got some beans, some bacon, a bit of toast, some sausage. Oh, give me all of that pig fat shit, bro. I'm very happy. My cup of tea.
I'm from the UK. You real, bro.
I'd rather the American style any day. I can't lie.
That's diabetes right there, fam.
Call it what you want.
No, I'd rather have some Atkins sausage, some fried.
Atkins fried dumpling.
The fried dumpling with the plantain, fam. You come on.
And you know what I'm saying for breakfast. Them ones there, yeah, lovely.
You know,
bit's gonna be
what it is?
good.
I love Britain. Like for me, British food. No, I'm being serious. No, the British food. When I say British food, I just mean the fact that it's what I said when I did that thing about the whole thing they had people with issue and diversity. We have, no pun intended, such a diverse country when it comes to food. You won't get that anywhere else. I'm being serious, guys. You won't get that anywhere else. Like you have fake versions. It will feel like beta here in this country. Like I've gone to Polish shops and had their Polish cakes. It tastes lovely. Then I can go down the road and have a bit of Chinese. Then I can go down the road and have a bit of curry or have a bit of Caribbean or even African food. Like I love Britain. I just think those people need to move out. I think those people need to move out.
I think what you love is London.
I have a plan.
No, it's not London.
If all the other supermarkets do similar adverts, then all the racist people could starve.
Yeah,
that's the way around it. That's the way around it.
That would be amazing.
They'll definitely freaking need.
That'd be amazing.
Definitely recover.
It's better for us, man. Let's be real, man. It's just better for us. Like when it comes to Christmas dinner, Christmas shopping, no queues. Straight through the roof.
And you might know we're not doing our shopping until the 24th, bro, or the 23rd.
Oh my god, that's another thing. That looked planned. Some black people's things. We don't even have turkey or chicken. We don't have turkey. We have chicken because we didn't get the turkey when we should have got it.
Yep.
So we got chicken and made up for it.
I've never had turkey in my house.
It's so mad how we all live the same life.
Lamb
is the one.
My mum tried to bring duck and tried to try something different. I said, you're a liar. You went anywhere and you just found duck and you went, okay, I'm gonna do duck. So fish. She did fish one year. I was so angry.
You're lying, bro.
You know what it is? It's nothing wrong with it, but don't lie to me. Don't tell me because of Christmas you're trying something new. You had a whole year. You mean 365 days? You thought about this and you went, I'm going to try something new. No, you went the day before. You went on 24th and everything was done. So you just got what you could get.
Duck bangs though. I wouldn't be mad with duck.
Yeah, duck.
You know, it's more when you're planning for turkey. You know, when you're planning for food, and I was looking forward to it.
I hate turkey.
All right, cool. We're gonna go straight into this one. I don't know. I mean, Malachi, I feel like you should lead this one because you talk about it the most, and you've always been right when it comes to it. So, social media being quick to forget last week's news.
Hey, last week, every week, like me and Lamar was talking about today. What was this week? Heady won a Tion on the play.
Yeah.
So basically, I was saying in the group chat that how social media, and I feel like just us as like society, we seem to forget what happens so quickly. Like we forget that we had a whole Black Lives Matter movement in June that lasted for weeks on end. That we forget that SARS was 2 weeks ago. Man, I've forgotten about that right about now. No one's mentioning no more SARS. Like the main reason why I said it is because last week Octavian's ex-girlfriend put out some videos and pictures about her being physically and mentally abused by Octavian. And I was literally just like in the group, I was like, guys, but like, everyone's trying to drag him down today, but tomorrow is going to be another thing. And literally what I said came true. Like everyone tried to drag down, or everyone was dragging Octavian. In the morning, Skepta was trending. Why is Skepta trending in the morning? Literally, less than 12 hours later, Skepta's trending. And why is Skepta trending? People saying, oh yeah, Skepta's suspect because he's worked with these artists. What does that mean? What does that actually mean? Like, bro, like how can you try to drag another man down because he's worked with them? Oh nah, he's the problem. Brother, your focus is going off the main person that you should be like getting onto. And that's why I feel like people these days seem to get away scot-free. Like people do the cancel thing, but the cancel thing goes last. Let's be real.
Mums.
The number one example I always bring up, like I always say to people forgot that Chris Brown tucked up Rihanna. You know? People forget Chris Brown tucked up Rihanna, but every single day someone else is trying to bring down someone else. But I'm just like, oh, if you're gonna drag that person, you need to drag everyone else, because I tell you what, most of these, especially these celebrities, these not be in the papers or in the media every single year. Every year without fail, they've done something in a criminal way or something crazy, and then everyone seems to forget. And like, especially if it's a celebrity, they give them a blight, like they just turn the other way. But if it's someone of like today's like normal everyday life, like people don't want to hear it. But yeah, I think I'm just kind of mad. I'm kind of mad, not kind of mad, but it kind of upsets me that we move on from the important stuff so quickly. Then again, obviously the world does move very quickly, but it's kind of scary that we forget about the important things in this life. But
yeah, I think social media actually doesn't stop moving. Like they're always digging for something else. I think that's the culture of it, innit? So that's why other things don't last. No matter how important it is, like whoever's like, you know, in charge of these pages that always post like the latest news, they're looking for something else to like kind of boost their following and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So when you look at it from that aspect, I think it's just like they're just posting it just because, not just because of the actual thing that happened, but because, you know what I mean? It's just what they do, man. But yeah.
Should I? I don't know if did anyone get the list? Or should I? What do you call it? Let me get the list of 2020. And I'm gonna just say these things, and when I say it, I can't see you, but I'm assuming you obviously can hear me. Let me put it up. Shall I put it up? So you can see it as I all across.
Yeah.
So this is the things. Now, I just went through a few of them, guys, and I was like, oh shit. Sorry for my language. Oh crap, that happened this year. So even I like forgot about that happened this year. Obviously, Octavian's one of the big things that happened. That happened last week, and everyone's already forgotten about. But let's talk about this week. So coronavirus, you can't forget that. I don't think anyone could ever forget that this year. Australian bushfires. See, everyone's forgot about that quickly. Mad, innit? Everyone forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
You did.
Attempted World War III.
Do you remember? Like, no one even knows.
Yeah, that one.
Death of Kobe Bryant. So I don't think everyone forgot it.
No, I didn't forget.
I didn't forget that.
Yeah, we didn't forget, but we just moved on.
Minneapolis riots.
No.
Holy crap.
Yeah, do you remember? Everyone forgot about it. Death of George Floyd. No one forgot about that.
No.
But the Ukraine Boeing 737 plane crash in Iran. Everyone forgot about that.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The explosion.
Oh, man.
That was crazy.
Bro, and that was like what, 2 months ago?
Bro, that
Just
was
over like a
massive.
month ago.
That was like August, no? Or September.
Bro, that was crazy. Man.
But look how quick everyone's forget about it. Everyone just move on. Thailand mail shooting. More shooting, sorry. Everyone forgot about that.
I didn't even know that happened.
That's how bad it is. It didn't give time to remember it.
Oh.
Nova Scotia shooting. I remember that, and I forgot about that. I was in Canada. I remember that. Infant beaten to death in Chicago.
I remember that.
No.
Baby. Thomas and Friends getting cancelled.
What? When did that happen?
Oh wow.
What?
See?
That's childhood gone.
YouTube Copa update released. I know about that because bare videos that I once knew just went, disappeared, gone, just gone. Even one of IMD's videos went. You know the battle against the rookies, gone. Just like
Why?
What,
Oh, I
Joe?
did that. You know,
Yeah.
I clocked that. It was gone. I clocked that. It was
Why?
gone.
Why?
basically the new Copa law thing just came in. Something. Yeah, there it goes. Oh, Peppa Pig videos are gone. Fuck. I mean, sorry. Puerto Rico earthquake. Everyone forgot that.
Yep.
Everyone forgot that.
That was crazy.
Jakarta flooding. I think, yeah. I do. I remember about it, but I forgot about it quite quickly. South Houston shooting. Orange County Club shooting. Plane crashing Pakistan. I forgot about that.
I never knew that.
No one knows who he is. I know who he is, but no, I don't think you do know who he is. Everyone forgot about this. I don't care what anyone says. You don't. If you didn't remember it, it went around on Instagram.
Is this the top 20?
It just goes on for all the bad things that happened in
I
2020.
feel that so much more though. Like,
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Tyrion school shooting. I didn't know about that. Donald Trump acquitted. That happened this year.
yeah, I
I
remember.
can't believe he got acquitted this year. He got away with what he did this year. I didn't know about that.
No way, fam.
I remember the Ebola thing. I remember that.
That's my country, brother.
Ebola erupts. This is what I'm saying. The same love they're giving to COVID, no one gave it to Ebola.
Bro.
Yeah, we knew about NBA.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a minute. How has Epstein not made the top 20?
Bruv.
And that was this year.
Do you know what I mean?
That
Bro,
was
there's so
nice.
much more stuff than this, though, man.
Yeah, word.
but
This
it
is like
doesn't-
pop culture stuff.
No, but this doesn't stop. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't stop. It goes on. Olympics postponed. I don't care what anyone says. You will
Oh,
No.
Pop Smoke.
Smoke.
I forgot about Pop Smoke. Oh,
there you
man.
go. Death of
Wait,
Rocky.
Pop Smoke didn't die this year. That's what.
It was
did,
this year,
February.
bro.
It was
this year.
It was literally just before we went into quarantine. Like,
Bro, it
just
was this
before.
year.
Since
Oh, shit.
where?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
bro.
told you. Everyone just forget. Like the memory just.
Bro.
And the wildfires, I forgot about that. And Bury them had
Yeah,
to.
well, yeah.
Bro.
I remember that.
Protests in Canada. That was in February. Death of Rocky Johnson. I knew about that. I forgot about it, but I remember it was this year.
Never knew this from those things.
I never even knew that happened. Windows 7's done.
This is proper American, though. People overreact to coronavirus here every day.
You know what?
Death of
Oh, bro.
How can we forget that, fam? I didn't forget that.
people. Some people moved on quick, you know.
Whoa, man.
Oh, I think I remember this one.
Yeah, I remember seeing that video.
Explosion.
That was
That was
crazy.
mad. That was
That
mad.
was crazy, bro.
Oh, the assassination.
Oh,
The
I forgot about
assassination, that was
Stallone.
this year.
I actually remember that. Adobe Flash ending. Oh, swear down.
I didn't know that.
It don't come up on the computer anymore.
Huh?
I said Adobe, the Flash thing that's on the computer,
It
man.
doesn't.
Big election, yeah, I know about that.
See, man, sabotage.
But I'm sure there's so many things missing there, man.
There's stuff missing. This is all mainly American stuff. As
But
well.
But one
Yeah.
thing just to add, Jen, like even with like the Kobe Bryant thing, I feel like a lot of people have forgotten that it was his daughter as well. You know.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah, you got to remember that. Obviously, but remember Kobe's the celebrity,
True.
so people know Kobe and not his daughter.
Yeah, there was another guy in that helicopter as well.
Yeah.
There was loads of there were teammates.
There was like 7 of them in there.
Damn. Oh, Caroline Flack. I forgot about her still.
Bro, yeah.
Yeah, I remember
Was that this year?
Yeah, that was like February, I swear. February.
Yeah.
it was this year. Yeah,
I thought that was last year.
Not this year.
It was this year. It was this year.
it was like February. No, like January.
It must have
Because
been,
it was-
January, February, so.
must have been early this year, bro.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
this year. It was.
Yeah,
this
it was,
year.
it was, I remember.
Yeah, it was
February. Oh,
because
my
of Love Island. Love Island, South
February.
Africa.
Yeah.
That was in January, wasn't it?
Yeah.
February.
That's so mad. That is so mad.
Wow.
Lana Del Rey not winning a
You know, when
Grammy.
it, how was that here? Some bias.
Oh yeah, she bitched about it being like all black people winning it all the time.
Wow.
Yeah, NCAA March. Yeah, I remember that. Breonna Taylor was.
So, in conclusion, 2020 is one of the most awful things to happen to this planet.
For real.
But
It just isn't.
What good news has come
People
out of
releasing it
2020?
up.
No
Oh,
way.
they're valid.
they're actually violating.
No.
That's when Bieber released a new album. F of let's do one more.
Oh.
How are we on 99?
This is not stopping. Oh, I remember when he died.
Kanye West running for president.
Jenna Marbles quit YouTube. Wow, she's
Yeah,
an
she
OG.
She quit because of like one old video where she did blackface and she apologized and then she quit.
Oh wow.
Oh, that's peak.
For a Bitcoin scam, actually, I remember that. Hurricane
So
Laura,
much has happened.
police brutality in Nigeria, Sudan floods, French teacher gets Muslims. That was the other day.
So, I mean, these are all in the past few weeks.
I didn't know he died.
Yeah.
The Nanny McPhee kid.
R.I.P.
That's peak, fam, and that's a UK thing. I never knew that.
No, I think I've noticed.
Oh,
some
Max
UK
Von, that boy actor.
Jet Blue. I remember that.
So what do we think the reasons are behind this, guys? Why do we forget the
I
news
feel
so
like it's
quickly?
because so much things has happened this year, and it's literally like you think it just can't get worse. So I feel like our attention just gets drawn somewhere else to where we think that it can get worse.
100%.
And
I agree. So.
yeah,
I
like
think.
if any,
Sorry, go on.
no, go on, bro.
I think it's two things. I think I lost my train of thought for a second. 1 second. I lost my mind. Sorry, you go. Come back to me. I'll go, Oli.
Go on, bro. So like I was watching this show called The Social Dilemma, and it was basically like after watching it, I realized like I feel like the reason our attention spans are so like low now is because everyone's like fighting for our attention. Like all the apps, all the websites, you know what I mean? So they're just constantly running and bombarding us with all this information.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas before, like we just had the news, like we just had Sky News, or for us kids, we just had news round. But now, like we literally every second, every day, every meme page is like a news source. Then you turn on the news, then they're saying something, then your phone sends you a notification from BBC News, Sky. Do you know what I mean? They're just throwing stuff at us, and we're like we don't know where to go, innit?
Yeah, I watched that last week as well. Still, I think it's two things. I think firstly, when it's big news and we're talking on subjects like BLM and SARS and this, that, and the other, I think people automatically forget when it doesn't directly affect them or relate to them in any sort of way. So if it really doesn't affect them directly, I don't think they either consciously or unconsciously are going to care so much to an extent. I don't think they're gonna want to care like subconsciously because it just doesn't affect them. They don't see it in their everyday life. And then it kind of goes on to a second reason why I think like the social dilemma sort of thing. A lot of it is very, very image based. A lot of people don't genuinely care about most causes and most events in life anyway because it doesn't affect them. So I think it's an image thing as well. And more time, people are better off just not saying nothing than putting out like fake like messages pretty much because it just dilutes the whole thing in the first place.
Yeah, I feel like every day there's something new. Like you can't even really keep on top of it. So I feel like part of me, you can't blame yourself to get something or kind of like, I don't know, like you feel like, oh crap, I forgot about that. Oh, that happened like recently. Like I feel like it's only human with little things, but obviously when it comes to more of the bigger things now, and like Jack saying, when it does truly affect you and it is gonna it just affects you, then I feel like you can't afford to kind of forget and just let it like trail away from your memory. You can't afford to do that.
So what about you, Oms?
I think
Deep in thought.
Yeah, no, I think it's I agree with Mali that we have a massive mind, but I believe I kind of go with what you said as well and what Kamani, pretty much all you just said it. There's so much happening, it's hard for us to keep up. There's so much information being fed to us that it's hard for us just to sit there and go, like, remember what happened last week. But I think we also have a responsibility to ourselves to not forget. Their job is to spill the information to us. Their job is not to try and remind us. That's our job. We've decided. I feel sometimes also we go into a place of trauma with what we've heard or what we've experienced, that we design ourselves to kind of let it go over our heads or to the back of our minds. It was so horrific to see that the explosion that happened in Beirut, that we've kind of, out of sight, out of mind, we've happily kind of moved on because we don't want to be reminded of the disaster of what they're doing right now, that the things they have to do to pick up and survive and go on. We kind of would rather not know. Even though we know that they probably need aid or they need some sort of fundraising to be done. Like if all of us gave a shit for a second, we could be helping some children eat tomorrow. But we don't want to remember because it's like a trauma. Like we would rather just, the trauma of what we've seen has been so nasty to our heads that we'd rather just, if something can occupy us to move on, we'll just move on.
Mm.
You know, like
That's true stuff.
like the Octave, not even Octave. I'm not going to talk about that one because I don't know much about it as much as you do. But I can definitely talk about the Heady one and Tion Wayne thing. And the first thing I thought was, you're embarrassing the grime and hip hop scene,
Yeah,
like
I
the
can't
UK
lie.
rap scene.
Yeah.
Like you're embarrassing us like a little bit. Like don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like you're making everyone who's got a stereotype view of us. You've brought that into play. That's what I see. But I'm gonna forget about it tomorrow. I'm gonna move on tomorrow because I'm gonna be like, yeah, it's a problem. I should probably say something. I should advocate. I should start saying I don't want this happening no more. I should go out my way and reach out to both of them. If I thought they're obtainable, or do something to say, guys, this is not what you should act like, and do something meaningful off the back of that situation. Instead, I see it as some form of damaging thing to my mind to see, and I would rather ignore it after a while and move on to the next thing. I think
I hear
that's
that.
what I'm doing. I think that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
I think for me, not for me, but I had a thought like today, and I just realized that when we're on social media, we're actually just bare lazy as it is, anyways. And it's mad because when we're not doing nothing in our day, yeah, we instantly go to social media. But then when we're scrolling on Instagram and we see like a 6-minute video, we're like, oh, I'll watch it later. So it's kind of like you're just kind of in a complex of not being productive and then just not being productive on social media, if that makes sense. Like no one feels like they have the time to watch like a long video or read like a long caption. But you're actually not doing nothing because you still picked up your phone and went on socials. So I think when people see stuff like that anyways, their attention span isn't really there as it is. It's just half-hearted because there's nothing else to do.
But even with that being said, yeah, like regarding like social media and things like that, and having horrible things being uploaded, this is the same social media that takes things that are deep and says, "Oh, we move."
Word. They just turn it into like a pass over the head statement, and that's it. You just desensitize this bad stuff.
I mean, Mally, you're like the most understanding to this whole thing. Or what do you think? I mean, you've always said what you think, I guess. What do you think is the solution to us changing?
I mean, to be honest, I don't really think there is a solution. I mean, as you said, it is down to us. I mean, it's our responsibility to actually remind ourselves. But then I really feel like this year has shown us that we really need to be proactive in this world rather than reactive. Because this year, I feel like for me, this year we've been so reactive to everything. Like, oh yeah, blah blah blah. Yeah, oh yeah, man. Everyone's like mind blown. But bro, they was talking about that months ago. When COVID went around, no one was paying attention to that. Blah blah blah. Even with the thing of Octavian and that situation there, she spoke out months ago. No one listened to her. No one listened to her. When we first got out of lockdown, she spoke out. He even put out an apology, if I'm correct. Yeah, he did put out an apology. And he said he needs help with therapy and all that. Then obviously he went over everyone's heads. Then when lockdown again, now everyone's paying attention to it. I'm just like, well, it's a bit sometimes. She's actually very selective. And I feel like as well as that, what contributes to that is when certain influencers or certain people or celebrities, when they repost it, I think that's when a lot of people really decide to actually care. Rather than actually using their own mind and be thinking for themselves, oh bro, like this actually matters. But then just see Drake post it, oh, everyone's gonna start to care all of a sudden. Like see Beyonce post it, everyone's gonna care. But see us man post something that's supposed to be getting talked about, we're only results. That's it.
Yeah.
But as I said, like, I don't really feel like there's a proper solution. I think.
Do you think? And I'll throw this out there because I also added this in one of the things. Do we even need a solution? Is there anything wrong with moving on?
you know, like for that, yeah, I feel like in terms of that, it's just like we're living in the present. So it's like that's what's happening now. You get what I'm saying? So you're
Yeah.
like you're reacting to what's happening now. Is that wrong? Should you be living in the past? No, yeah, let's not say living. You kind of be like it just goes to that thing of how it affects you. Like this whole BLM thing, I'm not leaving that in the past. I'm taking that with me. Like you get what I'm saying? I'm not letting that go. But why should I be like that with that over something else? Because that affects me rather than that. Why is that wrong of me to say that? You get what I'm saying? Because that's in the past. If you want to say it, because it's still happening now, but just because it's not on social media, we're circling social media 24/7. But I feel like because we're living in the present where there's something new every day, it's like I'm acting on it now. We're talking about it now, so we're just kind of keeping up with it.
I feel like that at the same time. I feel like even though these things happen, we actually don't act on it. You know? Like, are we actually making a change in order for certain things to be different in certain places? Like everyone was trying in the beginning, but now have we lost the aim? What the whole march was about? What the whole movement was about? Are you still thinking about that today, or we just go with the flowing? You know what I'm saying? Are we still trying to make a difference, or we just, as you said, Kamani, we just living in the now? Is that we trying to change the future, or we just record it? I mean, obviously, we have to go with what we can go with, because obviously, we're not about coronavirus, but I mean, like, are you really making an impact where you can make an impact? Are you really moving mountains, like mountains that you're able to move? Are you really pushing it? Are you really pushing yourself to your furthest? Are you really breaking down barriers to show that these things matter in today? And are you actually going to make a change? You know what I'm saying? Like we all said during the Black Lives Matter movement, it's all well and good enough putting up a black square, but what are you doing? What are you doing behind closed doors? What are you doing? Like it's always about like the net's about what you're showing them. Right, it's not actually what you're doing and what it means to you and how you're being, as I said, proactive instead of being reactive. But yeah, I don't know if that answers me. But
Yeah, and also I feel like we've gotten caught in a mad trap here of we see stuff like the BLM movement or like stuff happening in Nigeria and then just everything that basically affects black people or just like mad disasters that happen in the world, and then people just repost. It's I feel like on Instagram it's just a thing to repost and leave out that as if, and I feel like sometimes people's intent behind it is like, oh, I'm gonna repost it so someone else sees it. Fam, everyone's seen it, bro. Like everyone's seen it. Everyone's reposting the same exact thing. That's not teaching no one nothing. So you need to do something more extensive, innit? Like even these podcasts is something much more extensive than just reposting on Insta. But yeah,
because like you said, bro, like they're always sharing these images, and there's usually most of the time of black suffering, and it's traumatizing for anyone, no matter where you're from, to always constantly see these images, of like when the NSARS thing happened, like there's a whole thing where they were there was a whole thing where they were literally like filming all the dead bodies. I'm like, bro, why are you reposting this? They're spreading awareness, and there's literally one, disrespecting the dead, and two, you're traumatizing your entire audience. You're traumatizing people. Like people still have to like live with those images, go to sleep, wake up. Do you know what I mean? And then see some madness tomorrow. So I feel like I feel like it's almost like we're adapting to having to move on by having to move on so quickly, because like our brains can only deal with so much.
Yeah, that's what I meant by
I agree.
Bro, I agree. There's no but and if to that. I agree 100%. But this is why, bro, and this is why, man, why I was in the chat being active saying, what small acts, what small acts, what small acts, what small acts. Watch it. Because you people, not saying new people, but speaking out there, you people that been saying that you want knowledge on everything and what's been happening, and we need awareness, we need to know what's been happening, history. Like, let's be real. not to be kind of rude on it, but we kind of do dick ride on America's suffering.
Yep.
Not knowing what we've been going through over here. Hence why I've said, let's watch small acts. But, man, I went on the TL. No one's really watching small acts. No one's watching it, fam. Right, so I'm like, why? And someone posted up a tweet, so I need to get it up. Because it made no sense to me at all. Sorry, I'll take 2 seconds. Someone said, I feel like when we call small acts / hashtag Mangrove Black British History, lots of people up to it. It's part of British history and everyone should be watching, especially if you posted a black square over the summer. So that's saying that's not just black history, that's UK history. And a lot of men wouldn't even know what that actually sparked. The Mangrove 9. A lot of people know what that is. Bearing in mind that we go to school and we don't even get taught these things.
Yeah, that's true.
About history within our own country. You know what I'm saying? Hear about the Victorian times, the plague, yeah, that's all great, that's all well and good enough. But man's trying to hear what man can actually relate to.
And I was going to say, like, even though they claim they do talk about black history, they talk about black slavery, you talk about American black slavery.
There we go, that's what I said.
British black slavery. We have no idea about our British black slavery. Do you know what I mean? Some people who are in British black slavery actually end up being wealthy men. You know how good it would be for the BAME community to hear about the wealthy men that were able to buy themselves out of slavery, buy property, and become bigger and better. It may inspire some young BAME community kids. Do you understand? Don't get it twisted. I'm not turning around and saying black and Asian kids aren't inspired. They're doing a thing right now, but I feel like they think they're new doing it.
Yeah.
I think they think they're brand new to it when they're not. The difference is that there wasn't an awareness on it, and there isn't a love for it other than past American history. Do you know what I mean? Do not get it twisted. Black American history does affect us and did affect us, but we have our own history, and we know that because we know we're not going through the same police brutality. I don't care what anyone says. I can fight many people when they go. We deal with police discrimination and police ignorance and police wrong arrests and so on, and police, I don't know what the word for it, like arrogance and negligence when it comes to evidence and stuff like that. There's no doubt, and arrests and all that stuff, but we don't have brutality. I don't think we have it on the level of America. The level of America, people are scared for their lives.
Yeah,
the
that's
fact
right.
that we can talk back and say, "What you want, police officer? What's your issue?" Yo, you're not that scared. I'm telling you, there's Americans that do not feel they can talk to a police officer like that. So I think we need to understand what got us to that point where we started feeling like that. If you go back to the 60s and 70s of Brixton, especially the 70s and 80s, shall we say, they talk about the whole big increase in drugs injected into the families of those areas. Do you know what I mean? And they talk about how it talks about the injustice and talks about the separation between the black community and the police, and the hate towards each other. And
can we leave that into the Mangrove 9 situation?
Say again, bro.
So can we leave that into the small act situation?
Oh yeah, no, I saw that the beginning bit of it was mad because you used to have other business that was like drug related, didn't it? But yeah.
So basically, small acts is a new kind of.
Hold on, guys. Are there spoilers here?
Spoilers.
Are we doing spoilers?
Spoilers, but it's a story, bro. It's about the story.
It's like real life.
It's about the real life thing. So I'm shedding real life information. You know what I'm saying? So small acts. Yeah, it's on BBC One Sundays 9 p.m. So the first kind of film / episode was about the Mangrove 9. So the Mangrove 9 was 9 black activists based in Mangrove, Notting Hill. And it's talking about literally like being bullied by the police, man, because of their color, of their skin. So there was a guy called Frank. He opened up his own restaurant as a black man. He owned his own restaurant. and served his own food and everything like that. And the police literally used to just come and raid it. Whenever they felt like raiding it, they would come and raid it. Literally, that's what it used to be. Day in and day out, no reasons. They'll punch them up, throw them on the floor. You guys know how it goes. And basically, they was tired of it. So the Mangrove 9, like, they was tired of it. So they just took a stand. Like, they just said, yeah, let's do something about it. So they made a protest and they started protesting, and then a riot broke out within the protest between the police and obviously the people within the protest. And they ended up going to court for trial. They ended up going to trial for 55 days, which is quite a long time, guys, if you don't really know. Trial for lasting for 55 days is a very long time. So the trial lasted 55 days. And as well as that, most of them represented themselves. So you can, like, some of you may not know, but you can have a lawyer, but when you get into court, you can also represent yourself as well. So most of them represented themselves and they won. So they won the case. They got acquitted of all charges. Like, not one charge got put against them. And that was the first ever time, I believe. That's the first ever time, like, the justice system realized that there's actual discrimination and racial abuse within the Metropolitan Police that came to light. And that's what it was about. And it was basically an ongoing feud between the people, so the Frank who owned Mangrove, the restaurant, and the police. On and going, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then that basically sparked something. And as I said, the judge actually realized that, right, there's actually something deeper going on here. And yeah, it's a very good watch. It's directed by Steve McQueen as well. Those who know Steve McQueen. Wicked, as I said, and it pushes because, as I said, it's UK history, British history, but especially for us on here is Black British history that we need to know, that we need to tell our children, basically, and make awareness of it. But yeah, each week there's something new in it. So next week I don't know what the next week's one about, but it's all about Black history, Black British history, and yeah.
And speaking on from that, first off, fuck PC Pulley, and like I think the best part that I took away from that Mangrove thing was there was someone in the court. They said this one thing. I don't know if this was actually said in real life or not, but it was more or less saying that because of that moment that took place right there, like whether people like it or not, British history is Black history, and other ethnic histories, like British history can't be said without Black or of ethnic influence. It's literally not possible. It's literally not possible. So I think if you're trying to, I don't know if it's a solution of sorts, but to go about change is like, as incredible as it is seeing such a powerful like movie on BBC, it shouldn't be a story that's told that we see through TV or that we hear from our elders. That should be in school. Stuff like that. Like I didn't even know about that until this show like presented it in my face. Do you know what I mean?
It got rejected, Jack. It got rejected. So when the whole George Floyd thing, some of the people, is it cultural minister and stuff? They went to them and said that we want to put this in education. And
the petition got rejected.
They got rejected. They said no.
They didn't
feel it was important to teach about our past history. And the reason why I want to bring this up, because we were talking about social media. It seems like this has been happening before social media. This forgetting of just to go full circle before we finish today. It's been going on for years. Someone said it about I watched it. Do you remember that emotional thing? I know we're not talking about American too much, but you remember that emotional plea? I think I said this to Kobe once. Me and Kobe had this conversation when we said that this happened before and it's going to happen again in 10 years' time. And he cried to his he was a black angry man. And the black guy was my age, and then he was an older black guy, and he was kind of like he was angry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the generation
didn't do what they needed to be done, and then he goes, "But we didn't either, and we screwed up." And he's telling this young black youth, "Don't make our mistakes. This doesn't work." Going back on full circle of how we forget what happened last week. without getting too deep on the protests and stuff like that, we've done this before. It doesn't work. Do you remember I said this to you? I found me and Kobe, we spoke this. I told you it doesn't work. I said, what I say to you? The only way this works is if we're in the system. We got to stop screaming from outside the gates. Why is anyone going to change the way the system works for them if it's good for them? Do you get what I'm saying? So we forget what happens last week, and it doesn't matter what color you are, white, Asian, girls, boys, black, small, big. We keep on complaining about certain ish, but we forget that this happened last week. That's why the Octavian thing was mad, because everyone's like, oh, yeah, it's bad now. It's like, wait, no, she screamed about it ages ago. Why are you now jumping on it because it went viral? Because it got so the algorithms in social media decided to say, hey, people are liking this, let's share it more. We should have done something about it then. Do you know what I mean? This, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, talking about that thing with the talking about our Black history. This situation, it happened then. This also happened with the young boys in Central Park. This happened in South Africa, South Africa with some young boys in there. This has happened currently with SARS in the situation of Nigeria. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think are forgetting. This is the reason why I feel like maybe it is trauma. Why we forget. We look at the situations that happen. It's so horrific. Because look how quick everyone forgot about Damilola Taylor. We talk a lot about Stephen Lawrence, but we forget about Damilola Taylor very quickly. And we forget about it because we forget also that the fact that it wasn't just one ethnic involved. There was many different ethnicities that killed him, that were involved in killing him. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, but we forget. And then when it happens again, we're like, never forget. We put up signs, never forget, and all that stuff. But we do. We go on to forget. We move on. And then it happens again. It's like freaking Ragnarok. I'm a Marvel fan, so if you know the actual term of Ragnarok, not the version they did, but the whole point was that the worlds get destroyed and it gets restarted and it starts again, but everything repeats again. And no matter how many times you try and change it, it kind of happened again. And in 4, and this is what happens it seems to happen in Black history, Asian history, Eastern Asian history, white history. We go through this period where it goes to a boiling point because everyone said, "Oh, we've got to a boiling point." Do you know this boiling point was in the 1960s as well, just around Martin Luther King? Do you know there was a boiling point all the way back in 1889? There was a boiling point just before, also in 1870 something, just before what's his name got killed. Yeah, I'm saying, like this, it keeps on repeating itself. So what do we need to do? I just think that's why I asked the question. I don't know what it is, if it's personal trauma for all of us, but as human beings, why we are just quick to forget.
You know,
I won't lie to you. I just want to say, I won't lie to you. I haven't forgotten about Black Lives Matter and all the situation, but I have slightly moved on. People can chat shit and go, "Oh, I never moved on." Yeah, you did. But okay, you're going to say you didn't. We've all kind of just gone, all right, cool. Let's leave it to the people that deal with it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, go on, D-Mac.
I was going to say, until we get to the boiling point once again, where someone breaks the barrier to the next step to actually do something properly productive, then it's going to keep going in ingrained. Like, we all have this habit ingrained in us. Like, I feel like it's actually become second nature for stuff like this to happen, for us to have an uprise. And then do just, the small donation, or like repost it, which the repost formula is actually mad. Like, it's actually not smart anyways. But it's become the habit. It's become the thing to do to help. So I feel like people are just doing the bare minimum, but then really and truly, until it really affects you, until it really hits close to home, that's only then are they going to act out properly. But it's really and truly, even though it's your people, I feel like the next complex is the fact that it's actually not even your family. And people can be that, like, not naive to it, but it's just, I don't know, people are just, I feel like it's kind of lazy still. But there's also a fear because, I don't know, there's bare stuff.
There's so much in it. But, I think it's trauma, I think it's fear, I think it's all of that. I think, like, everyone gets someone, you have really 5 people that share you bare conspiracy stuff and about the end of the world and about, like, and it gets to a point where you do, and you know what, you even believe in it. but it's so much to fathom and put in your mind. I think, was it Kobe? You one time asked me, what do we do? I said, there's nothing we can do.
Yep.
There's nothing we can do. We're the lower ground version of everything. If COVID is people go, oh, COVID is a conspiracy. Okay, what are you going to do about it? Really, what are you going to do about it? It's conspiracy. Okay, it's a conspiracy.
Yeah, well, like,
What are you going to do about it? And I think it's so much in our heads when we're hearing all these different information that we just go blank. Let me go on TikTok. It makes me smile for a bit. Let me go on Instagram. It makes me laugh. I'm going to go, I'm just big today because I'm going to smile a little bit because I can't take this. I think that's the deep reason why we try and forget. That the Beirut thing, I'm honest with you, I don't know anyone else how you feel. Maybe you forgot because you genuinely forgot. I think I've personally forgot because it's really, I still have that little kid in the window and her mum and she's holding a baby and it hit. And it makes me emotional about it. And I still remember that moment. And it's so traumatizing to me. And then to know that they were miles away when they saw that. I just want to forget. I just don't want to seeing skin ripped off of people's arms where they were near it. So yeah, I think that's why I forget. I don't mean to forget, but I think it's just easy. It's a mechanism in my head. Yeah.
And I feel like today, it's because we have so. I don't know how I'm going to say this correctly. It's because we have so much more than everyone else did back then. Hence why I feel like we were not as bothered now. Not saying like, oh, we're not as bothered now, but we're kind of not as bothered. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you want to take it back to like the time of Martin Luther King, segregation, like we can all drink from the same fountain now. We're not segregating no more. We have the power of just having water in our own homes. Like, we don't need to worry about that. So therefore, we're not gonna have a big uprise because we're fortunate to have that now, kind of thing. Because I feel like they took a stand because they never had anything. I feel like it keeps going, like we keep progressing more and more because we get, as you said, every 10 years, then they're just spoon feeding us. They're giving us what we want. Okay, we ask for this, we don't get what we ask for, but they'll be like, yeah, take that. They will be like, they're listening. They're not listening.
Yeah.
They're not listening. What's that? Quality control.
They treat us like toddlers. You know, like you give them a little bit of sweets and they'll shut up.
It's literally that. And I'm just like, guys, like, and as you said, so when people are like, oh, if we're not posting, blah, blah, blah. Remember from the jump, I was just like, how do you know what I am doing?
Yeah.
Like the thing what them man, like Martin Luther King and them man done, they acted. They never just sat there screaming from their voice, do something. He never said to everyone, yes, guys, go out and do this. We should do this. But yet he's in his house chilling with his feet up. What? Everyone needs to take heed. Everyone needs to go forth and act together, fam. We actually need to act on it rather than being like, yeah, guys, we need to do this. Meanwhile, everyone's at home like this. Yeah, guys, we should do this. And yes, let's fight. You're on your sofa. What are you doing? You're not actually doing anything.
What can we, like, I don't want to say like what can we do, but like, what?
It's the thing. Sorry, I was
gonna say, I don't think we know. That's the two things. I think the problem is we don't know what we want to do. We don't know what we want. That's the deep. I think as a collective, as a BAME community, we don't really know what we want, and we know what we do. What to do will cost us time, money, and I don't know what else. Health. Because deep down, you know what we should do? If we all of us just right now got up and said, okay, we want change. Get some handcuffs, handcuff ourselves to Parliament, and say we're going on a hunger strike until we get change. They're going to speak to us, but we're not willing to put in the effort. What's the saying? We all want to go heaven, but no one wants to die.
There we go. It's the work. Sorry, Oli. It's about actually putting in the work. Like everyone says, oh yeah, but what do we do? The reason why we don't know what to do, and as I said before, is because we've still got a debate within ourselves. We've still got a big debate as in, no, we don't need that, we need this. No, we need that. No, we don't need that. We need this. No, we don't need that. We need this. Fam, it starts from the ground up. So why is everyone trying to jump to the top quickly? Well, meanwhile, fam, your team's rotting from beneath. You've got nothing. You've got no foundation to keep you guys on hold. So therefore, why are you trying to jump to the bigger things? Meanwhile, as we said, like the educational system and the justice system isn't what it needs to be. And as Omar, as you said, it's about getting into these places, and it's wanting to get into these places, and it's thinking to yourself, okay, let me not listen to my friends and let me actually do this, because I know long term it's gonna make the change.
Yeah, right.
So Ollie, gone.
Oh no, I was gonna say like Manny touched on a lot of it. But the main thing I was gonna say was like I feel like the reason why people don't act nowadays is because like they're comfortable. Like we have just enough comfort and just enough like it almost just enough like a fragment of equality sometimes like in certain spaces, and like everything's just enough to the point where you're like, oh, I don't want to ruin this. Even if you're not like consciously thinking about that, subconsciously you're like, okay, cool, this is a risk. Whereas back in the day with Martin Luther King or like the Brixton riots or like the Notting Hill Gate stuff, like it was literally like if I go outside, it's peak. If I bump into a police officer here, it's peak. I can't go into that bar, that cinema. Like it was, I can't go to that school because of the color of my skin.
Ollie, you know what's funny enough, bro?
Yeah,
It's funny. They also thought like that back then as well. There were people that felt it's enough. Obviously, it was more peak. Back then, but there was people who got angry with the people who were fighting for this. He's like, "Don't rock the boat," they would say.
Yeah.
The people didn't. You know, how many people didn't like Martin Luther King. You know, how many black people didn't like Martin Luther King.
You're bound to always get them type of people every time.
There was so many. They were like, "We're happy with what we got. Well, don't push the boat because we're not going to get any further. We're happy." Because they were thinking back then of what, you know, like of what it was back then, what they didn't get. So the fact that they could even drive a car to them was like, we've got what we need. Like, this is enough. Then the people back then, they called them the house Negroes. Do you know what I mean? They were like, "Don't push the boat," because before then we were in handcuffs. Now they allow some of us in the house. So bro, you hit the nail on the head. It's because of comfortability. We have just enough to be happy. We know it's not correct. We know Johnson and them lot don't think nothing of it. We know these TV adverts are just to kind of keep us calm and keep us okay, because they know that come on, these adverts all came out of nowhere, because they thought all of a sudden we have so many black people in the country that we need to make them happy. This has happened all off the back of the George Floyd, and they saw British black people waking up. It's like we were in a sleep, and we woke up. It was like, wait a minute, and they went, no, go back to sleep. Give him this. They'll go back to sleep. You're like a little kid when the kids are waking up, and you like, if you've ever been a dad, when you all become a dad, and they're like, "She's wake up." Okay, put white noise. Put some white noise in. White noise is like, it makes the kids soothe. So anyone who ever has a son or a daughter or anything in the future, put some white noise. It's like shh, it makes noise, and that's what it is. Like, let's put some white noise on. All right, let's play a lullaby. They'll go back to sleep. And that's what these adverts are. Huh? Like. That's what these adverts are. That's what all these things are. Is okay. Let's hire some more black people. Okay, let's create an ethnic minority. Okay, let's stop calling them ethnic minorities. Let's call them BAME. They like BAME. Because don't tell me you heard BAME. You feel like, I feel solid. BAME. Hey. BAME community. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, let's change the name.
That's a BAME.
Okay. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, let's make them feel included. Okay, what would you like? What would you like more? Would you like more of this? Would you like more communicate? Like, okay, now and you go, oh, you're listening. Okay, I feel better now. And then we walk away. You know that thing when you walk away, you go, oh, yeah, I feel. Wait a minute, you didn't change nothing. Wait, and that's where the boiling point comes again.
And then it's the same cycle, fam.
It's like literally like, as you said, it's like knocking on the door and then someone answers, and you're like, okay, cool. Like, hello, okay, guys, we know, yeah, you heard us, right? Okay, you heard us, cool. It's not. It's just a reply. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that.
You're like, oh wait, I meant to try and get in. That's the whole point. I knocked on the door.
Exactly, bro. I need to get in.
But your
Is
answer,
that bro? But you're happy, yeah, I've got an answer.
hey, listen,
Idiot.
they gave me candy like it's Halloween. I'm good. Oh, I'm good. Wait a minute, that wasn't what I wanted. I didn't want candy. I wanted to get in the house. I want to get in the house and make some rules as well. Yeah.
Listen,
Can
man.
I actually, I'm going to ask you a question, yeah. Do you think this will ever change or a change will occur?
Yeah,
No.
but it's not going to be in our lifetime.
If it, yeah, I was just about to say that. If it is, it's not going to be in our lifetime.
It's only going to happen once the BAME community officially takes over all of the kids in Britain, and all the kids are looking beige. That's when everything's going to be cool again. Do you know what I mean? That's Russell Peters said it. Russell Peters said it. He said it. You got to get over it. Once all the children looking beige, it's all good.
Okay, but actually, let me not.
All my black women, black men, Asian women, Asian men, white women, let's all start crossbreeding, and then we do what Anglo-Saxons did to yous.
I was gonna say, but let's be real though. Man said beige children, but fam, these days everyone's getting cussed for being in an interracial relationship. But let's not.
Eventually, we're gonna outnumber them. Eventually, look, they're gonna outnumber you, us black people. They're gonna outnumber the Asian community. They're gonna outnumber the white community. Everyone's gonna be beige because all of a sudden we'll see so much social media. We're all loving each other. We're like, hey, you know what? You're hottie as well, you know. You're hottie, cool. So they can hate. They can be angry. They'll keep running and further away, going to their pockets of nicer areas. And be like, wait, we don't too many brown people here, and then we'll invade. Then we'll invade there, and we'll invade there. And to the point where they're trying to go to Tenerife and have a house in Spain. Oh, wait, they voted Brexit, so they can't even do that now.
This guy said invade, fam. Move like the British Empire, fam.
Like Mali said, I don't think we'll see change like drastic change in our lifetime, but I'm a little bit optimistic that because of the times we're living in, with technology and communication being so rapid and technology advancing at a stupid rate, I think that change could also speed up as opposed to the way it does in history. Obviously, big, massive, drastic changes happen in history, and historically it takes decades, maybe even hundreds of years before you witness change. Now, if we're looking at our life now, when you're seeing the introduction of technology, this, that, and the other, we're only witnessing a ridiculous amount of crazy change in our past 100 years of life here. So like only in the past 20 years has gay marriage been legal. Only in the past 50 to 80 years have you seen people who aren't white accepted into any community whatsoever. It used to be that people couldn't even go in the same, look at someone in the eye without even being murdered for it because of their skin tone. And we fast forward to today and it's a completely different narrative. So I don't know how and when we get change, but my hope is that there will be change in a much faster rate as opposed to what history's told us.
Yeah, true.
100. I think we can finish on that. That's perfect. Yeah, get the nail on the head. Yeah, I think it's important for us not to forget what happened last week. But we all deal with it differently. And yeah, Jack just here. Let's find out. So I'm just gonna say thank you everyone for turning up today. Anyone want to do the social medias?
That's my Twitter. Bro, have you seen Twitter stories? Ridiculous, bro. Yeah, the stories on Twitter now, man. It's so dead.
I'm more scared. I'm scared of Twitter. I've never been scared. I'm now even scared of YouTube comments. I'm scared of YouTube comments.
Omar, I can only go on Twitter for like twice a week. It's like World War III on there every single day. Instead of bombs, people just throwing like aggressive tweets and like canceling. Bro, it's the Wild Wild West. Don't go there. Stay away.
I'm sometimes scared to put IMD things up there without someone going like when I put the BLM thing on the mic, I was waiting for someone to say like, oh, and it just takes 10 people and a thread is created and that's it.
Yeah.
People just bomb. Some people just jump into just for the sake of it. To be like, let me put my 2 pence in. I don't even think it's that bad, but I'm going to say something nasty because I can. Twitter.
I should be the advert. The next campaign, bro.
Twitter's amazing. Twitter's a scary place.
Twitter's the goal. I can't lie.
is Twitter's the greatest of all time, fam. It's
And the
about
best bit about Twitter is it's not about who you are. If you got a shit Twitter, you got a shit Twitter. It's not like Instagram where Instagram can give you false hope. You can do a Reels up and Reels will just make you believe that you're going to become someone famous because all of a sudden you get thousands of... In Twitter, you'll get one like. Like, if you're lucky.
No, but not even me. Listen, that's not even a thing. Your tweet could blow. No one's
following you.
No one's following you.
No one's following you. Your tweet, one tweet, I was like, bro, let's go 100 likes. No one following me, blood.
I don't know one person, yeah. I don't even think there's any account on Twitter anywhere where they've gotten 100 followers in less than a year. There's no way that happens.
It's impossible.
It's impossible.
No, blood.
I was like, Twitter stories scares me even more. I could just imagine the horribleness that's going to happen on there. Like the amount of meme jokes people are going to make on the stories when something happens.
You know, they're going to do it the exact same as Instagram. Someone will cover their tweet and be like, new tweet just posted.
Who memes even come from Twitter, bro? Let's be real.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Come from Twitter.
Boy. Anyway. Well, that was good. All right. I won't be here next week. Jack or Mally or anyone who can take it. It's quite easy. I'll just give you the link, and it's literally as easy as 1, 2, 3.
So
I'll give you the link, and then you can test it out first by yourself without going live and see how it's like. Sick show.
Hold on. Can we just officially welcome back Oliver?
Hey.
Looking at something that lagging. Hey,
The camera, everything. He's not lagging. Yeah,
come on.
Why does your camera look all smooth as well? What have you done?
Hey, listen. This
You see the same camera I'm seeing?
things change now. I'm playing.
No. His camera looks before your camera used to look grady as grady. But I accepted it. Like, and what would be the worst was that it was your Mac, but it looked like it was a phone.
Bro, how come no one said anything? No, hold on a minute. You're not gonna wait there. Just let me suffer in silence. No,
you know what is bad when you're like, yeah, this is so bad. It's just can't even say straight up it. Like, there's no repairing it.
For the first few weeks when I started doing this with Ollie, mums, I thought you sounded like a Decepticon. I didn't know your voice.
I'm so finished.
No, but you got it. All right, cool guys. Let's sign out. Anyone got anything to say before I turn it off?
I got something to say. Why hasn't Kobe said one word the whole time? Huh?
Kobe.
Oh,
Kobe, you got anything to say? Come on.
Word, bro. What's going on?
Round up the
If
whole
I start talking and you do the outro, I'm going to be so mad.